What's going on, everyone? Designedcoma here. Welcome back. And the gameplay you're watching is me playing some Infinite Warfare. First of all, I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I know I did. It was a good time. My kids got some good stuff. Although my son got a bunch of gift cards to a store called Hot Topic. My daughter loves this store because she could, she can get Harry Potter stuff there and things like that. For whatever reason, my son got it. I mean, he's gone there maybe a few times, and for whatever reason, he got like 3 or 4 gift cards to there. So he was like, I don't understand this. Anyway, aside from that, again, I hope everybody had a great Christmas. So what are we going to talk about? Well, we're going to talk about exploits. First one we're going to talk about is video game exploits. As you can see from the thumbnail and the big giant arrow I used, I'm not going to use arrows in all my thumbnails, no. It was just used to point this guy out floating up in the air over there in the corner of the map on Throwback. I'm going to warn you right now, the gameplay footage is bad. It's just bad. And I wanted to use this footage just simply for the fact that I couldn't understand why I kept dying so much from all these different weird angles. It was just the strangest thing and I could not figure it out. Later on is when I figured it out. Right there at the final kill cam. You'll see the final kill cam. It's me, and it's going to be the guy floating up in the air who shot me from where he's at. Now, this drives me crazy. I really can't stand it when people use exploits, and I know it's going to happen. There's really not a whole lot we can do about it. The game companies do what they can do to make sure they've caught all the exploits and things like that when it comes to the release of the game. Nothing's ever going to come out 100% perfect. We all have to realize that, and I realize that. It's just this is the very first time I've actually captured it on video recording. So I really wanted to share it and show everybody exactly where it's at. I have no idea how this guy got up there. I've yet to Google it. I mean, I recorded this footage back in November, so I'm really not sure if anybody else knows how he got up there, but I honestly don't know. I know he had to boost his way all the way up there somehow. I don't know. For whatever reason, he managed to get up there. So I think he killed me like, I don't know how many times from where he is. And I don't even know how long he was up there, to be honest with you. As far as I know, he was probably up there for the entire match. Because I think I went like 13 and 29 or something like that. Sorry for the crappy game footage, but I kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what it looked like and all the weird funny angles that I was getting killed at. The other exploit I want to talk about has to do with eBay. And I've never really encountered this with eBay. I'm usually pretty good about fake accounts and things like that when it comes to eBay. This one's kind of interesting. It was really funny. So what happened was through my company we get a Apple Watch through a wellness program. We got a free Apple Watch, and it's not necessarily free. We do have to pay taxes on it. It's included as income, that kind of thing, whatever. So we get this free Apple Watch. I get it. We can do whatever we want with it. I don't have an iPhone, so it's completely useless to me. I figure, well, what the heck, I'll get it and I'll just sell it to somebody. Maybe somebody's looking for an Apple Watch for Christmas for someone in their family, something like that. I got a lot of friends that have iPhones and are runners, and they are looking for Apple Watches. So I figure, what the heck, I'll get it. I throw it on eBay, and somebody buys it with my buy it now, which I was like really excited because, hey, this was going to be like just some extra Christmas money is all I was thinking. So somebody buys it. I'm like, great, awesome. So I email the buyer. I tell him, hey, thanks for the purchase. I'll send it out. I'll let you know as soon as it's sent. I go to print out the shipping label, and I put on there, because it was a few $100s, I wanted a signature as soon as it was received. I wanted a signature. I would say it was probably no more than 15 minutes after that, maybe 10 minutes after that, 10 or 15. I get an email from my PayPal and from not from eBay, but from PayPal, that the buyer has put in a reverse charge. I'm like, what? I already had this thing boxed up. It was ready to go. The label was printed and everything, ready to ship. I was ready to send it out the next day. So I find out apparently from the buyer that they were saying that it was a fraudulent charge. Okay, well, look into it, whatever. We'll let PayPal do their thing. And there's the seller protection program and that kind of stuff. Well, it turns out that this buyer has a lot of chargebacks on their account. And I ended up winning the funds back, which was great. And I was in touch with the buyer as well. And they were telling me that, well, the address that's on there is fraudulent. Okay, well, give me a new address so I can send it to you. And I called PayPal up at the same time. I called them up because the buyer is telling me well, I reopened the claim. Well, I didn't get anything from PayPal telling me that you've reopened the claim or it's been reopened or anything like that. So I reach out to PayPal myself and they're like, well, we don't see anything that it's been reopened. And we're just waiting on the seller or the buyer. We're waiting on the buyer to let us know what a good address is. And that's all I wanted to know. What's a good address? Because I put it on there as no refunds. Now, I know I can just refund the money, but what I was getting at here is I have a good feeling that if I had sent it out without the signature request, I have a good feeling that it's possible once it got there, once the person received it, they were going to do a chargeback right from the get-go, you know, right from there. And this happens. A lot of times people will receive a product and then they'll turn around and do a chargeback and they won't send the product back to you. And they'll just cancel the account or close the account out or something and go from there. So I have a really good feeling that I kind of caught somebody in their own little game that they were trying to play. To this day, I'm still waiting on a good address to ship the product to. I have it still. I'm waiting for them to give me the address. So I'm just kind of curious of what your guys' thoughts are on this. On the other thing too, I mean, the game exploits just really drive me nuts. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe. Have a happy new year. Again, hope you had a great Christmas. And 2017 is going to be a little bit different for me for YouTube. I'm getting back into doing things. I really wanted to spend some time over vacation doing a bunch of videos, but it just didn't work out. I was just hanging with family, spending time with my kids, and we'll get in. I got some news with my kids too as well. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Defeated. This can't happen again.